welcome back to my channel. I just want to come on here and show you guys my full step-by-step makeup routine. Looking real crusty and I gotta get cute to start my day. So first I start with the Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer. Put that on. My face is already moisturized. So from here, pat that into my skin. So after I prime, I go in with my NYX Concealer palette. I use the orangey tone to color correct my very dark circles and the discoloration around my mouth. So I pat that in with my fingers and a beauty blender and blend that all out until it's not as harsh. You know what I'm saying? So for foundation, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I use the color Spicy Brown, I believe. I think it matches pretty well for right now. I did get a little darker this summer, but you know, it's working because Maybelline is popping and extended them colors for brown girls, you feel me? So it's lit. So basically I use a brush at first to blend it out, and then I go back in with a beauty blender to erase all those like harsh lines. So for my concealer, I usually use the LA Pro concealer. In this video, I'm using the color Fawn for my under eyes, nose, forehead, cupid's bow, chin. I do go back in with, what is that, the NARS Caramel Creamy Radiant Concealer, just for a little extra highlight for under the eye area, but that's the only place I put it. I use a beauty blender for this too, to blend it all out. Make sure it's even, make sure you blend, very important. Don't want no light patches and ugly streak marks. Usually after I get through blending with the beauty blender, I do go back in with the same brush I used to apply my foundation and just blend out those edges of the concealer, just to make sure it's kind of like a seamless blend and you can't tell, you know, that it's a harsh highlight, like it goes from foundation to highlight. So to set my concealer, I do use a Sacha Buttercup setting powder. It's popping. I set all the places that I highlighted with the concealer, and then I go under, I do reverse contouring and go under where my contour would be. And then following that, I go in with my M.A.C Mineralizing Skin Finish Powder, just to set all the areas where I put the foundation, not the highlight. Just to make sure everything stays in place and is all flawless and whatever. Following that, I go in with this very old Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's in the color Mocha. I just use that to contour my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead. I prefer powder contouring because to me it's just less harsh and it fits me more. And then after I'm done using that, I will go in with my E.l.f Bronzing kit, and I use the two darkest shades and kind of use that to bronze up my face even more. So to get ready for my eyeshadow, I use the NYX eyeshadow base in the color Tan, and then use my setting powder to set that and have that all locked in place. For this eye look, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and then for my transition colors, I use a mix of Raw Sienna and Warm Taupe. I think it's like the perfect transition shade for this look. And I just keep blending until I think it looks good enough to move on to the next step. So for the next color from the palette, I use Love Letter. I go into the crease with that color just to add more of a pink tone. I'm going for like a pinky purplish kind of look today. So I just keep blending that out. Make sure you use a little color at a time. You know, build your way up. Best to use little and build up than use a lot and try to take away. So that's always my philosophy, and you make it work. So you just blend, blend, blend until we get to the next color. So I go in with the color Antique Bronze next to kind of add more depth in it. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but just kind of deepening up the crease a little bit, getting ready to add like a deeper shade. I think it's a very pretty color. All these colors in this palette is actually like gorgeous. But again, keep blending into that crease until we get to the next one. Next, I take Cypress Umber. This is a dark brown color. I use this to really deepen up that crease. Keep blending out, and then eventually I do go back in with a little bit of Love Letter, and using the same blending brush I used to blend that color out, I just go back and kind of make sure it all blends together. It's not too harsh because that is a very dark brown color. So for the last color, I use the shade Blonde Fresco. I think that's how you pronounce it. I use that for my lid color. Y'all, I was looking for a reason to use that color. I love it. Like, I don't know why. It's just so pretty to me. Anyway, I just keep packing that onto the lid, and then I do use a different blending brush to kind of blend that into my crease to make sure, again, I get that seamless kind of blend look. So just keep patting and blending until you get the desired look that you're going for on your lid. So to line my lash line, I have a NYX Gel Liner that I prefer to use, and then I use some random black eyeliner pencil I stole from my mama to line my bottom lash line, and then I take the color Love Letter on a pencil brush to kind of smoke out my bottom lash line. So after I'm done with my eyes, I do sweep away all of that powder that I used to set my under eyes with a big fluffy brush, and then I did do my eyebrows off camera, and I do apply lashes later on. Also off camera is the Demi Wispies by Ardell, and then after that I go in with the same old Fit Me powder and mocha to contour my nose, and then it's gonna be time for the highlight. So for my highlight, I use the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, which is my favorite highlighter by far. So I highlight my cheeks, a little on my nose, the brow bone, and then my Cupid's bow, which looks popping. You just look like a glow goddess, like a melon. You look like a glazed donut, basically. A nice little glazed donut. So for lips, I line my lips kind of off camera in CoulourPop's Limbo, and then I filled them in with MAC's lipstick in Stone, and then I go back in with Maybelline's matte lipstick in Nude Embrace, and just put that on the center of my lips to kind of add a little bit more color right there, and I just pat that into the center. So that basically completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, please, please subscribe, like, comment. Look in the description box for any products, and please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. See you guys in my next video.